We are aware of the while loop. That is excellent. Now next one is we have to concentrate on the very important one, that is called as for loop. Though we have the while loop, most of the cases that may not be useful in our scenarios, but for loop is on regular basis are going to use it. So I have chance to develop some more examples on the for loop. I have chance to give it. Let us see those things. Python's first statement iterates over the items of any sequence. We know now list is a sequence of objects or not. String is a sequence of objects. Let us say India, INDIA. That's what it's going to read it one by one if you want. Then dictionary. I didn't discuss about this one. Dictionary is nothing but keys and value pair. Keys and value pair. For example, product number and product name, employee number, employee name. That's what the key and value pair is going to store it. I'm going to discuss this one later. So these are the objects, whatever we have the sequence of objects. I can read through for loop. One by one object I can read it. In the order that they appear in the sequence, whatever way it is appeared in the sequence, index 0 position, index 1 position, index 2 position, index 3 position, one by one I can read it. Now for each value in the object, this is a family heights is a one object called as list object. For each value, I am going to execute this expression. What is the expression we written here? Print height is the expression what we written. One line expression only I written. Okay, let us go and try to read the list of items. We want to read it. We want to read the list of items. Let us try for this one, then we'll come to understand it. So first we are trying to define here list. We are already aware of it, how to define a list. Define a list of prime numbers, or go for same example. What is this? List of heights. We are going for the heights. So in our family, let's say 4 members are available, let's assume. Okay, then 4 members height we are trying to write here. So we are writing here heights is equal to, already we are aware of it. If you want to define the list, it has to be starts with what? Square bracket and end with square bracket. So we are writing some heights, we are writing it, let us say 1.6 and 1.5. Then we are writing here, let us say 1.7. Then we are writing, let us say 1.9. Something we written here like this. Each value is separated with the comma, it is separated. Now I want to read one by one and I want to print on the screen. So we are trying to define for loop, we are trying to define it. For that, what is syntax? For it has to start. Each value temporarily system is going to hold into the one temporary variable. That temporary variable we are defining as, let us say I. For I in where in the list whatever we have it, whatever we have here heights. For I in heights. And it has to, if I go and try to press the enter, automatically we are getting what is this? Colon we are getting, and also we are getting what? Indent also we are getting. Colon we are getting, and also indent we are getting it. Now what I want to write the expression? Now I want to write the expression here. So we are trying to define expression. Expression may be list of statements. List of statements, and number of statements I can write here. As of now we are writing here only one statement, that is called as print whatever value available in I. Then go and try to run this one. Wow, beautiful. What you are seeing here? 1.6, 1.5, 1.7, 1.9. We are able to read it. Excellent. Now second is available, read list of items with indexes. I want the index number as well as followed by height also we want it. Followed by height also we want it. Now we are saying as for index comma height in enumerate. Wow, this is some function we got it. What is this? Enumerate. First we will see what you mean by enumerate function, then we get the more clarity. Right? Okay. So we have here enumerate function, iterable, next is what? Start. Iterable and start. In our case, what is the iterable and what is the start? So if you see here, family of items whatever available, it is a iterable object. List is a iterable object. And start whatever available we omitted, we didn't given. So it's going to start from where? First one, there is nothing but 0 here. It's going to start from the 0 and end with the wherever it completes. That's what the enumerate. So we are trying to enumerate and it is going to give the output here. Two things it is going to give the output. What it is going to give is index number. Return type of this enumerate function is what? Index number and the corresponding value is going to give it. The index number we are capturing into the index and the value we are capturing into the height. Then we are trying to print it. Are you getting my point? So let us go and try to do that one. I am trying to remove this for I. Okay. Here we have to modify. What we have to modify? Index number. Okay. Next is what? Height. Two variables are writing it. In the function is what? We are going for the function called as enumerate. Enumerate is the function. And of what? The iterable object items. Now we are trying to print here, for example, index number is what is the index number? Index num, right? Variable name is what? Index num, comma, and what is the next one? The value. The value is, and what is the value? Height. So suppose the space is going more, then you can split this one to the next line. The value is height. Then we return the height we return. Now whatever we have it, this is what called as expression. Now let me execute this one. We are trying to execute it. We got the execution. Something is missing.
In comma before height.
Comma before
Height, I think.
Right. You are right. And also we have to provide here double quotes. Okay. Now we are trying to execute this. Now we got here what is the index number is 0 and the corresponding value is what? 1.6. Index number is 1, the value is 1.5, like that. Now for example, we have an object. Let me write that one for then I in range. For I in range, let us say 5, I am writing it. For I in range 5, then print, then I am writing it. What is the output you are expecting for these two lines? What is the output you are getting? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. For example, here I am writing len of HEIGHTS. Whatever we have here, heights, HEIGHTS, I am writing here. Then what is the output you are going to get it? What we got it? We have how many things? Length of this one is out what? 4. 4, right? 4 means what? What are you getting? 0, 1, 2, 3, we are getting it.
So this is a function like
okay, right. Now what I will do is this total part whatever we have it. Can I replace here?
Yeah.
Let me take this copy of this so that we'll get the clarity. Sorry, here, right? Till here it is enough, right? So let me take this copy of this. if you don't want to use the enumerate function, what way you can achieve that one, I am trying to explain. Now we are trying to replace this condition whatever we have it, enumerate function whatever we have it, that I am replacing here, right? But unfortunately this output will not give two numbers to you, only one number, right? So we are going to get here index number only, we are going to get it. But if I want the height here, what we can do is height of, then we can pass here the index number whatever we have it, we can pass here. You know how to read the elements of the list, right? We are reading elements of the list. Is it going to give the same output or not? Let us verify this, whatever we have it. We are trying to verify this one. So go and try to execute it. Float object.
Yeah, it's like type it. That like
It's heights, right? It's heights, okay. The problem is I written the height, I written. That is wrong. It is a heights actually, okay. Right. So now if you go, why it is with height also it has through actually object not available like that has to throw. But previously what is given here? Height again, what is the last value? 1.9. 1.9 is what? Float, right? That's what float it is giving. In the height we have what? 1.9 we have it. Actually our list is what? It's heights actually. Name is heights. So what I am trying to say is the range is a one function which is available predefinedly, and length is a one function which is available predefinedly, which will works almost equal to what? Enumerate. And to avoid this two values, it is going to write the return values, but that one we are trying to achieve by using this kind of syntax. Okay, excellent job. We understand this one. Next is read list of list items. What is the next exercise? Read list of list items. We know nested lists, right? The nested lists we are trying to read it using this for loop. Okay, we have the home, house, entire house we are trying to take as a one list. In that list we are saying as hall area, it is 11.25. 11.25, kitchen area, living room area, bedroom area, bathroom area, like that. We are trying to provide here how many lists are available in the main list. 5 different lists are available, right? Now we are trying to build a for loop for x in house. For x in house, print the str of x of 0 plus is str of x of 1 plus square meters. What way it is going to work? What it is going to print it here?
the x value. Because for x in house.
X of 0 means what here?
X of 0 is 11 point. All area.
It is going to print the all area?
Yeah.
Or it is going to print something else?
The hall area is the value 11.25 square meters.
The hall
Area is 11.25 square meters for first value.
Okay, excellent. So that's what we are going to get. The hall area it is going to be printed, you are saying, right? Let us go and try to verify this one. Now we are trying to create a nested list, we are trying to create it. Okay, so we are defining here house, and we know it is a list. Inside the list we are trying to create what? One more list. So it is called as nested list. In this one we are saying as, let us say, hall area is equal to how much it is? 11.25. This is the one list is completed. Second is, what is this? Kitchen area kitchen area. And what is the length? It is 18.0. Some number is available. Next is available, that is called as, what is this? Something living room. Okay, directly I am writing a bedroom. Okay, then area. That value we are saying as, what is this? 10.75. I hope this is enough, right? Okay, three values I am taking. Three values I am taking. We have the hall, we have the kitchen, and we have the bedroom. 1 BHK. 1 BHK we are trying to prefer. One bedroom, one hall, one kitchen. Now, in this 1 BHK, I want to print here, I want to read using the for loop, I want to read it. For X in the house, whatever we have it, for X in house, whatever we have it, then simply we are trying to say as a print. So we are trying to print here, what is that? Why you are writing str over there? We want to convert that into the string. Let's see what is x of 0 first. Let's say print, I am saying as x of 0, I am printing it. Okay, let us execute first till here. I am executing here print x of 0. Then let us go and try to run it. What we got? Hall area, kitchen area, bedroom area, we got it. So already it is x of 0 is what? X of 0 is what? It is a string. Now let us go for here. Str is not required, though I written over there, it's not required. Next is what? X of 1. Let me write here, comma, then x of 1. Now go and try to execute this. Then what you got? 11.25, 18.0, 10.75. Are you observing any problem here?
The output values are not in line. In the column wise, as hall area length is small.
Any other problems? X of 0 and x of 1 we are trying to take here. X of 0 and x of 1. X contains what here? Entire that one by one, right? First time it go and try to read what is this first list. That is what? Hall area and 11.25. Second time it is going to read what? Kitchen area and 8.0. And next is what? Bedroom area and 10.75. Don't confuse with the upper list. Upper list is now one list that has collection of list elements. The collection of list elements we are reading using x of 0, x of 1. X of 0 is nothing but hall area here. First time we are iterating. Second time it is going means what? Kitchen area. Third time it is going means what? Bedroom area. Like that will be increasing. Are you getting my point? Okay. Next is available, that's called as for loop on the dictionary. First, we don't know what is dictionary. We don't know what is dictionary. Dictionary is nothing but simply I will explain now. Later we are going for more depth on that one. It is a key and value pairs. Dictionary is what? It is a key and value pair. Okay. Now, for example, we are trying to write here the world population, China, India, USA. Some population values are taking. Here China is called as key, 1.3 it is called as value. Whatever we have the keys should not be duplicated. Values may be duplicated. And we are trying to read here for key comma value we are reading in world dot items. In this one whatever items we have it we are reading it. There is a separate method is available. Items is a method. Items is the method to read the key and value both at a time. It is available only on the dictionary. It is available only on the dictionary. Now it is going to return here two things, key and value. It is going to return that key and values are printing here. Is it okay? Shall we do it? Okay. Now we are trying to say as here, we are trying to define define dictionary. Dictionary is a key and value pair, so we are saying as old is equal to, and it has to be curly brackets. Even one more thing is set. Set is one concept is available, we'll discuss later. Set also we are going to define using curly brackets only, but that is list of values, but this is key and value pairs. That is what list of values, like list how it is defined it. Are you getting my point? I mean to say, if I am writing here like this, I am writing India, then I am writing here, let us say me, and let us say, okay, let's say China, some values written. If I execute this one, we are going to get here, it is executed or not. But what is the type of this object? If you go and try to see the type of this object, let's say world, type of this object that is called as world. I'm trying to execute that one. Sorry. We are trying to execute that line. What you got it? It is a set. Okay, so that is the one point what I want to discuss it. Now let us say I am trying to define here dictionary now. My main goal is that one, right? Define dictionary. So we are trying to define here world. Whenever we are defining the dictionary, in that case also we are going to use the curly brackets only. However, internally the values are not plain values. It is a key and value pairs. Key and value pairs. That is the difference. For example, we are writing here, let us say India. Then the population is, we have here, how much is the population? 1.34. I am taking here 1.34. Comma. This is what key is what here? India is the key. Value is what? 1.34 is the value. Second one we have here, let us say China. And what is the value? 1.38. 1.38. Now I think these two things are enough for us. We are going with this one. And what is the type of this one? I want to know. The type of the world, first we'll try to see it. Now go and try to see this one, the type of this. We are trying to run it. What is the type of this object? Dictionary. Now we know how to define that dictionary. I want to read the dictionary items using the for loop. Let me read using the for loop. Okay, for this we are defining the for loop now. Define for loop on dictionary. Now we are writing here for any two values you have to define two variables. One is saying as key, second is saying as value. In, what is the keyword? In. Then what is this one? World. Dot. The moment I written the dot, we can see we have one method. That method is called as, what is the method? Items. Items is a method, or I can say function, related to the dictionary. Are you getting my point? Items is a function related to the dictionary. Any one function is a property of one object that is called as method. Any one function is a property of one object that is called as method. Items function is a property of dictionary, so it is called as method. Okay, now we are trying to take here items, then we are trying to enter. Now we can see next line we got it. In the next line we are trying to print here, let us say we are printing the key. The key is, what is the key? K. And the value is, what is the value? B. Now we are trying to execute this one, we are trying to execute it. Let's go and try to execute it. Now what is saying? The key is India, the value is 1.34. The key is China, the value is 1.38. Now we are aware of it, how to define the set. We are aware of it, how to define the dictionary. We are aware of it, how to read the dictionary. Similarly, you can read the set also.
So for example, items, I mean like items is the method property which is
Right.
coming for set, right?
For dictionary.
For set it won't come.
Yeah, for set it won't be there. For set normally it's not a key and values, right? Only one value, only return type. Normally you can use it.
Items has pair.
Yeah, items has
Sir,
pair. Yeah, right. It is going to return the items is a one function. The code of items, if you see internally, it has the two return values. One tuple it is going to return tuple. Tuple also one more thing is there that we are going to discuss it. Now, time being, we understand now dictionary is nothing but key and value pairs. To read the dictionary, we have the special method that is known as items. Using that one, I can read it. Wow, great. What's that? Some question?
sir, yeah, in case of a dictionary, it's a pair of key and value, right, sir? Value always should be a numeric one.
Need not be. Need not be. For
Okay.
example, I am writing here, let us say, some S I am writing it. Okay.
Okay.
Now I am trying to execute this one. I am trying to execute it. Let us go and try to execute. It is displaying what is this? Yes. It should be any value. It should be number or maybe integer, float, or string or boolean. Doesn't matter. But key should be unique. For example, we are trying to write here same India. We are writing by mistake. We are writing what? Same India 2 times I written. Then what is happening here? You know, if you go and try to execute only this one, only that line, I'm executing it, then we got it, it's executed successfully. However, now see what is there in the world. Now see what is there in the world. What is there? It is overwritten, right? What happened? It is overwritten. First key overwritten with the second key. So that is the reason what I am saying is the key should be unique only. If you given the duplicates also, system will not take those duplicates. Am I clear? Next one is available, that's called as Numpy Array. We know Numpy Array is different from the regular Python array, right? Okay, we know how to define it. So we are trying to define here 1D Numpy Array. More about this one we'll discuss later. Anyhow, Numpy arrays. Looping over all elements can be as simple as list looping. So first we are trying to create here Numpy array of ites. Then the same way we are writing it. Only difference is what? It is a Numpy array. That's it. Any difference is there? No, right? It is simple as similar to the list object. Okay. Let us go and try to do this one. I am clearing this all. I cleared. This also I am clearing it. I cleared. Now, first I want to import here required module. We are trying to import required module. This is called as module. We are going to create the modules also our own. We are going to create it. Import required module that we are importing as, let us say, import numpy as np. Now we are trying to create here define numpy 1D array. How to create the 1D array, 2D array, those things we'll see it. Numpy arrays are called as n-dimensional arrays actually. So you can create 1D array, 2D array, 3D array, 4D array, 5D array, 6D array, n number of these you can create. That's what the greatness of this n-dimensional array. Now we are creating here as of now np of ites. I am creating it. Now is equal to, we are saying as np dot array of what are the ites you wanted. So let's say 1.7 comma 1.6 comma 1.4 comma 1.8 something ites we defined. It is a numpy array. If you want to know the type of this one, you can go and you can see it np underscore. Okay, now go and try to execute. As of now, this we executed and we are seeing here. We are executing here. We are seeing here. What you are seeing? It is numpy n-dimensional array, right? Numpy n-dimensional array. Now let us go and try to read this one. This is where we are trying to define now. Define for loop to read numpy array. Same for I in what is that? NP of heights. Then we are saying as print I. Yes, exactly. Print I. Now if you go and try to run this one, you can go and you can observe it is going to print here one by one, 1.7, 1.6, 1.4, 1.8 like that. If you want to print the index as well as the value also, you can print it. Now second example we are trying to do here, a 2D array is built up of multiple 1D arrays. To explicitly iterate over all separate elements of multidimensional array, you will need the syntax for x in np dot nd iteration my array. This is what the separate syntax we required. This kind of things you have to remember it. There is no other go. Okay. First we are trying to create what is this one 1D array of heights. This is what 1D array of weights. These two things are combining and we are creating here. What is this result? 2D array. These two things are combining here and with the result one what we are going to get is what? It is a 2D array. 2D array. In normal terminology we are going to say as nested list, right? Okay. So one time it is nested means it is called as 2D array. Two times it is nested means it is called as 3D array. Four times it is nested means it is called as 4D array. Something like the n-dimensional array we are saying it. Now we have here for loop we are trying to define it height. Whatever we have the height in np dot entire and whatever we created here 2-dimensional array we are reading it. Just we have to remember np dot nd tire. Nd tire is the one of the function like previously we have the dictionary case items we have, right? Similarly it is what? Nd iteration. Nd iteration. It is going to iterate. Now print height. Let us go and try to do this one. Already we have the height, right? We'll define one more array for the weight. So let me define it np underscore weights is equal to np dot array. Then we are trying to define here a list of let's say 70 kgs, let's say 60 kgs, let's say 50 kgs, let's say 40 kgs. Something we given. Now we defined here second one. Now I want to create here np of heights followed by what do you want? Weights. Both together we are trying to maintain inside the one array. For this we are saying as np dot array. Now these two things we are trying to combine here. So what is this one? np underscore h, then np underscore weights. Now we are trying to see the what is the type of this one? Type of np underscore heig np underscore heig. Right. Now if you go and try to execute till here, let's see what will happen. So we are trying to execute it. So what is saying here? The data type understood, data type not understood. Very good. Okay, this array we didn't provide it in the brackets, we didn't provide it. What it's saying it is? It is an n-dimensional array. Now I want to read this one. For this we are trying to define now. We are define for loop, we are defining it. Yes, now try to define it. Already we are aware of it. For I in What is that one? NP dot separate function is available that you have to remember. ND, then what is this? Iterate. So ND iterate, then followed by what you have to write it? NP underscore H, then heights and weights, then end, enter. Then we are trying to print whatever we have the I value, we are trying to print it. Let us go and try to execute this one. We are running it. Wow, great. We are able to print one by one. Heights followed by weights, everything are printing or not? Yes. So now we are aware of it, how to create the two-dimensional array, how to read the two-dimensional array. Yes or no? Two-dimensional Numpy array.
So for weights, if you add one more value, weight value.
You can add it. A number of values you can add it. Okay, let us say you add it like this. Now, is it going to run or not? We'll try to verify. So first we are trying to execute this. First it is going to create the two-dimensional array or not. We are trying to verify. It is created. Now we are trying to see what we have inside this object. Now what we have inside this object, we are verifying it. We have what? These are the 4. This is the some 6. And we are trying to read here. We are trying to read it. What is this?
Once it flag was not
Most recent call.
Is it something like values, number of values should be same? Types and weights.
Yes. The number of values should be same. It is in the dimension.
That's why
Okay.
I asked that.
Okay. The number of values should be same. Okay, that's why it is not able to read it. It is going to pass the iteration in that pattern only. Once it is passed, the IME is going to read both the things. Okay. Anyhow, we are good with this two-dimensional array. Let us move on to the next one for loop in Pandas Dataframe. We know yesterday we created one Pandas Dataframe. Those column names, if you want to read it, you can read it, and you can print it. All the rows one by one you want to read it. Selected columns and add the column to the result. Blah blah. Let us try to do this one. Okay. First line is very clear for us. What is the first line? Import Pandas as PD. That is the module what you imported. Now I want to read the one CSV file. Once we read it, then we want to store into the bricks. I want to store it. pd.read CSV file, and the path we have to write it. The path is available in the location src. Then we are going for bricks. This is where it is available. This path we are taking it, and we are trying to provide here that path we are trying to provide it. Okay, slash. The name of this one is what? Bricks. So we are writing here bricks.csv, and also we have to maintain here, what is this? Double slashes we have to maintain, or you have to keep this file into the working directory of the spider. You have to keep it. You don't want to write the path of this one. Okay, the working directory you can find out C:. Okay, this is what it is available, right? Now you want the index, you want to read it, or you don't want to read the index. Here index column is equal to 0 means what? We want to read. We want to read that codes as index. We want to read it. Let us try that one. and we are saying as comma, then we are going to the next line, then index underscore column is equal to, what is this, 0. Now we are going and we are trying to read this one, execute it, it's executed. Now I want to see what we have in the bricks. We are trying to see now bricks what we have it. We got the data property, we got it, right? Country, capital, area, population. That's what the first one. Second, we are trying to read here column names. I want it. Whatever we have in the bricks, all the column names we want it. That's what the step one, column names. For I in bricks, bricks is a data frame. You know already bricks is a data frame. And we are trying to print here whatever we have the I, we are printing it. Simple from, right? So what it is going to do, we go and try to observe it, run it. What you are seeing now, country, capital, area, population. Why these four things? These four things are column names, right? Country, capital, and area, population. These four are what? Column names. That's what we are saying as reading the column names. Next one is read the all rows. For bricks, we have the one method that is called as, that means data frame has one method that is called as iterate rows. Then we are trying to print here lab, label. Lab means what? Label. Label is nothing but BR, RU, IN, CH, whatever available. These are our labels. Then row. Row is nothing but what? Brazil. Okay, Brasilia. Then 8.516, 200. These all things are values. So those things we are trying to print here. Let us try to do that one. For loop. Then output is what? Two values are going to be output. One is called as label. Second is called as value. In. Now what is this? Bricks is a data frame. Then we have here one method. That method is known as
Sometimes it is only sometimes.
dash to come for label, then value, then in, then we are writing here bricks dot, then what is this function? Iterate rows, then we return. Now I want to print here, let us say that label and rows. Let us go and try to print it. That lab, then I want to print here,
Brackets.
then value,
Upline.
the print, then we are trying to provide it. Let us go and try to run this one. Now you can observe how many rows it read here, 4 rows. If you see here, first one, if you see the first one, what is this one? Label, BR. And the corresponding country is what? Capital, area, population. Next is what? Russia, RU is the label. Then it's printed that row. Next is what? EN, India. Then corresponding row we got it. Next is what? China. Next is what? South Africa. All the things it got chance to read. Next one. We learn now how it is reading the all the rows. Next is what? Selected columns. Then we are saying a same statement here, but print lab row. We are trying to filter by what is this? Capital. Only capital column only I want it, not all the things. Here what it is writing here by default, country, capital, area, population, everything is writing it. So what I am supposed to change here? What is this? Capital, I am supposed to change it. So we are writing here the capital. Okay, that's it, right? Now we go and try to execute this one. You can now notice we are able to print only the capitals we are trying to print it. That's how we are going to print selected columns. Add columns to the result. One column we want to add it. One column we are trying to add here. Add column to the result. Lab row in bricks here. Bricks location label name length is equal to length of row country. What we are trying to add here? Country length we are calculating it. In that row, country length we are calculating it. That one we are adding as a to this one we are adding that label is what? Name length. What is the label? Label name length. Under name length we are trying to populate what? The length we are trying to populate here. That will be iterated and the column is added. So let us go and try to modify here. What you have to do? This is same. First line is not changing. Okay, now second line is what here? Bricks dot whatever we have here, the label we have to go for it, right? Which statement it is?
LOC is like the column name. 15th line.
Yeah, 15th line, right? Okay.
LOC is the column name.
Lock, LOC stands for lock. That is going to location. Yeah, location.
So here also bricks dot location will be separated.
Yeah, bricks dot location or right. That's right. Okay, bricks dot lock. Then lock is available, iLock is available. Two things we are going to discuss whenever we are studying about the data frame. iLock is index position actually. Lock is the just simply position. Based on the index you are reading, it's called as iLock. Normally you are reading, then it's called as LOC. What label you want to provide it? The label we are trying to provide as, let's say, some name. We are saying as name, length. We are trying to say it. And this one we are trying to map with, let us say, length of the length function. We are already aware of it. We studied. Then what is the column name here? It is value in our case, right? We given here VAL we given. And what is the column we want? Column length you have to calculate. The column length is country. So we are trying to provide here country. Now go and try to run this one. So let me run it. We are running it. We ran it. Now once you run it, let us go and try to apply. See the bricks whatever we have it. Let us say bricks. I am executing it. Now see what we have extra. Name length is available, right? 6.6. Why you got the 6? Because country has how many characters? 6 characters. India has how many characters? 5. So we got what? 5. Something like that. One column we are trying to add here. Next is here another method to add the column is this is what the other method we have it. You can go and you can see it. We are using apply function. We are using it. The benefit of this one is we are trying to reduce the code. We are trying to reduce it. That's it. This is the other method. Next is available that is known as functions, methods, packages. Tomorrow we'll discuss about it. Today you have to do refer document. So in the same document, whatever we have the previous, I given yesterday one document I given, right? Yeah. If we go to this document, then we have here more control flows, if statement. That's what today we discussed about it. Then we have here next what is this? First statement. Then we have here the range function. Even we discussed about the range function. And we have here break and continue. These things I didn't discuss it, but if you really follow this one, you will be in a position to understand it. No doubt in that. Are you getting my point? So break is for the breaking the particular condition is met. We have to break the loop. Okay, right. Now go and try to observe here pass statement. Just is going to pass till user enters something from the keyboard. Like whenever you are installing some operating system you are installing it, it is going to hold for sometimes in particular values, right? If you say enter, then it is going to go for the default values, will take it, will move on to the next one, right? Now let's say defining the function. This one we are going to discuss about the tomorrow. Till here we have to understand till 4.5. Am I clear?
Yes.
Till 4.5 I have to learn about it. This link I am providing this document. So whatever we have in the help document, more than that we covered in our notes, but still try to refer a couple of things maybe I didn't cover, like break, continue, pass, this kind of things, but you'll be able to understand it if you refer really the document. Try to refer it. Tomorrow we'll continue from the functions, we'll try to continue. Okay, thank you, bye bye.